Hi friends, I hope all of you are doing well. Currently, the UPSC Civil Services Examination 2021 personality test is underway at the UPSC's office at New Delhi. At this point in time, I would like to share some important insights about the personality test, also called interview. I've already shared these aspects during other videos in our channel, but I feel currently this is very important and I have to stress on these areas once again. The reality is many of the IAS aspirants who are preparing for the interview are preparing in the wrong manner. They are not focusing on the basic areas where they have to focus on. On the other hand, they are wasting lots of time doing unnecessary things. Many have simply not understood what is the essence of the interview and what is the expectation of the UPSC interview board from a candidate. This is one of the reasons why many capable students end up getting a lower rank and some even miss out getting a service. Okay, now first of all, if you look at the interview, that is personality test, what do you understand by the personality test? The test itself is called a personality test. Have you taken a look at the UPSC's notification in depth? If you take the notification and try to read it fully, that is the important areas under the notification, it is clearly given that the UPSC interview or the personality test is a test conducted by the UPSC board to check the suitability of a candidate for civil services in future. Your knowledge per se has already been tested through the prelims and mains examination. So during this stage, UPSC will not check your knowledge per se, but they will check your overall intellectual ability. How you have converted your existing knowledge into overall wisdom. How is your thinking, whether it is broad minded, whether it is pan Indian, whether you are taking balanced decision. Apart from that, your optimistic thinking, your leadership, your truthfulness, your honesty, your intellectual integrity, moral integrity, and so on, these will be checked by the interview board. So overall they are checking your personality traits. Along with that, as I advised, the larger intellectual ability. Apart from that, you are also expected to keep track of the events and happenings within India as well as the world. Here also you should develop the overall intellectual ability. The thought process is very important here. And unlike the prelims and mains examination, in the interview, the knowledge should be reproduced in a practical manner and an applied manner. You can talk from the bottom of your heart. And in the interview, you have the opportunity to showcase your innovative thinking, out of the box thinking. So you will be having many innovative ideas in your mind. So whenever you are asked questions which offer the opportunity to showcase these strengths, you can use it before the interview board. So this is how the interview works. But many of the candidates, unfortunately, have understood the interview in a wrong manner. They have perceived the interview incorrectly. They are thinking that we have to go ahead and study more and more things. As a result, they are gathering more and more information from the internet. They are simply dumping their brain with more and more facts and information. This is not the correct approach. In fact, this will be counterproductive and detrimental. Let's say you are attending the interview. 5 members in the interview board are asking 15 questions overall, let's say approximately. Out of the 15 questions, 3 questions are completely factual in nature. Even if you are not aware of the 3 factual questions, even if you say, I don't know, sir, I am not aware, ma'am, it doesn't matter. Okay? But for what questions weightage will be given. The weightage is actually given for those questions that are asked to check your personality traits as well as your overall intellectual ability. So you should not miss out on these questions. Got it? Your topper would have got 200 marks. He or she would have answered most of the questions. But he or she would have thought that UPSC has awarded the 200 marks for answering all the questions. But this is not the reality. They have actually given the marks for his or her performance for the questions that are testing the personality traits, thought process, intellectual ability, mental caliber, leadership. Okay, so this is the weightage in the interview. Even if he or she has failed to answer some factual questions, it doesn't matter. Got it? So this is how the interview works. So I urge all of you not to waste time going and learning much information from the internet and other resources. It is time to fine tune your existing knowledge. Develop analytical thinking, critical thinking, and develop the larger wisdom. When you attend the interview, please keep this in mind. Please take it positively. Throw your ego in the dustbin when you enter the room. Okay? Be humble. Be respectful. At the same time, be bold. You can talk from the bottom of your heart. If your thought process is correct, if your personality traits are correct, you can go ahead and take a stand. Okay? Be strong in that stand. Let's say you are not answering properly, and if the board tries to give feedback, if they try to correct you, be humble once again. Accept that. Thank them. And if needed, ask sorry also. Okay? Weightage is given for this also, your honesty, truthfulness, and so on. Never try to argue before the interview board. Those people have too much knowledge compared to you. So don't argue there. UPSC interview board is not the place to prove your intelligence or genius. Even if you are a genius, don't try to prove anything. Okay? Try to showcase your overall ability. Prove that you are suitable for a post in the civil services in future. This is what you have to do. I see that many students are listening to mock interviews of other candidates on the internet. I am not asking you to stop doing such an activity. You can do so, but please spend minimal time. Do so in a strategic manner. If you are listening to a person who have already got selected, try to find out the positives of his personality traits, how he is behaving in the interview. Okay? Is honesty, is boldness, is balanced thinking, is pan-Indian thinking, is patience, and so on. You can learn this, but don't try to obtain answers in a superficial and mechanical manner by listening to the mock interview. Many are thinking that if I listen to 100 mock interviews of 100 toppers over the last 10 years, in a ready-made manner, I can pick up points. I can create answers. So I also can answer in this manner. This strategy is completely wrong. You have to strengthen yourself based on your own personality, knowledge, thought process, and wisdom. Wherever you are lacking, you have to strengthen. Okay? Wherever you are already strong, you have to go for fine tuning and maintenance. Trust yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to simply copy another person. It may end in disaster. Do your homework. Doing homework is very, very important. Many students are not doing so, especially students from South India who used to get selected in large numbers in the past. Now they are not getting selected. One of the main reason is not giving proper importance to the interview and not following the proper approach. If you have not done properly so far, at least do your homework now. Okay? Take the DAF, work on your biodata, starting from your name, your village, district, home state. Develop basic knowledge. Okay, you can prepare across various dimensions: society, culture, economy, agriculture, politics. And apart from that, just try to learn any important national or political leaders from your home state. Okay, so gather knowledge on these areas. And your school, your college or university, here also you have to work on your profile. And if you have some work experience, be prepared for questions here also. In these areas, once again, don't drill too much into the information. Whatever question they are asking, you should be able to get the larger picture and showcase your wisdom. Let's say you have studied engineering, BE or BTech. If they ask a factual question and if you don't have idea, be frank and tell them, I am sorry ma'am, I studied this but currently I cannot recollect. Answer. It won't reduce your mark at all. But if they check your personality or try to gauge your analytical thinking, you have to answer. For example, they may ask like this: you have completed engineering. What are the important drawbacks and shortcomings in the research and development ecosystem in India? You should not miss out on such questions. These are basics. You already studied. You have to prepare answers for these questions from now on. Similarly, regarding your work experience also, you may get questions. Here also take a look into the larger picture. Let's say you have worked as an IT worker. You may get like this. You have worked in the IT industry. Do you think Indian IT industry is really a IT industry? You should be prepared for such questions. So here, develop your overall knowledge. Always answer in a optimistic manner. You have to accept the real weaknesses of our country. Okay, don't manage anything before the interview board. The interview board very well knows about the various problems in India. You are going to be selected for solving these problems only. Okay, so don't simply try to justify everything. At the same time, accept the weakness and give solutions in a positive manner. Love your country for what it is. Accept the weaknesses, accept the problems, and in an optimistic manner, in a positive manner, take leadership and tell how we can change in future, how we can change our country for better. When you give solutions, solutions should be practical. Okay, they should not be ideologically motivated. The solution should be in tune with the values of Indian Constitution. Always respect the Constitution. And keep in mind, a civil servant has limited time and limited resources. With this limited time and resources, he or she has to take care of the country. She has to take decisions, improve the standard of living conditions of the people, ensure justice, ensure efficiency. So keep this in mind. Based on that, give your answers. Even for situation based questions, the thought process should be based on this only. And I see many candidates who have put IFS or IPS as service preference in the DAF, but many of you are not doing homework at all. Okay, don't try to copy or imitate others. Respect yourself, do your duty properly. Many students are not even able to tell what is diplomacy properly. Okay, they have given IFS as first preference. Many have given IPS as first preference. They are not even able to give the important recommendation of National Police Commission. They are not able to highlight the important problems in the policing in India. Please do homework. Respect yourself. Okay, so you have to work on these areas. I suggest all of you to buy 2 large size notebooks. Start generating questions from your DAF on the areas that I have mentioned. Apart from that, you generate questions based on your hobbies, any awards that you have won, any sports activity, and so on. Generate questions and you prepare answers. And you take the answer and you read it orally. Try to present it before yourself so that you will get the delivery also. There won't be any hiccups at all between thought process, generation of answer, and orally reproducing the answer. Please do this. Trust me, this will make a great deal of difference in your performance. Okay, friends, I hope this video has been helpful to you. I wish all of you the very best for your performance at UPSC. Thank you.